bet that really wasn't what Team Secret was going for with that game. That was a very dominant performance from Vega Squadron. Partly because Vega played really well, but also partly because maybe the draft from Secret was a little bit too far out there, Jack.
Yeah. Well, one of the philosophies that we've seen from drafting, you keep your first 2 picks a little open. You can go a bunch of different directions. We've seen Secret do that a number of times. We saw it with Vega this game, actually, with their first 2 picks. Terrorblade, Warlock, a bunch of different directions you can go. They ended up getting 3 tempo points for the last 3 picks, just being able to control the pace. Again, find fights on their terms. And for Secret, it just seemed, the draft seemed to get greedier and greedier as it went on. And with the support combination of Earthshaker and Windranger, you need heroes that can combo very well with them to pick up kills, to have any kind of tempo going on in the early game. That wasn't the case. Same with Phoenix as well. So ultimately, again, they're kind of sitting and waiting for Vega to come at them, and they just got very far behind. A lot of games today, we seem to have this theme where one team really has an edge in tempo and initiative, and the other team is kind of on the back foot from start to finish. And this was definitely one of those.
But sometimes, you know, those teams then also have trouble reaching high ground and they get forced back, and we actually got a game and it goes back and forth. There just was not anything of the sorts.
That was horrible. It was horrible. Windranger, Earthshaker, PL. I was really hoping that there was something I was not seeing in that game.
I was thinking there was, yeah.
There was some kind of incredible secret synergy, but that was garbage. That was Windranger. What can you do? PL, what can he do? It's just, who knows? But no one knows the true secret that Mr. Puppin had in mind.
True.
I'm sure we'll find out.
True. Maybe he just wanted to practice Windranger because he had not played it in a professional match, which I find very difficult to believe. That guy has been playing Dota for over a decade.
Yeah, it's been a very long time.
So I'm sure, I mean, there's probably stats out there. Well, there's actually no stats out there from Dota 1 where he probably did play it. But I'm sure he did. I mean, that guy has played so many competitive matches of Dota 2, it's very difficult to believe that he's never played a competitive match as a Windranger.
Yeah, Puppy's been playing since there was about 6 heroes in Dota.
Yeah. One
of them being Windranger, so yeah, I have to imagine somewhere down the line that happened. But wouldn't have pictured that game, I'll say that. Yeah, but hey, I said this before, though. At the beginning of the day, I said Secret would lose their first game. Why?
Yeah.
Because you have to adjust to having new guys on your squad. We saw it with Liquid.
Mm-hmm.
We're going to see it with Secret. I think they were getting all the crazies out. Everybody, you know, they're just like, guys, let's just throw the first game. Because we know what's going to happen anyway. We'll pick your favorite heroes. They're going to win the game, too.
These were the
Trust
favorite
me.
heroes?
These were the favorite heroes. They're like, guys, hit the random button. Screw it.
So Owen the Oracle has yet to be proven wrong.
That's true.
He had 2-0 Vega. And if that first game was any indication...
No.
Yeah.
Come on, that was just a joke game. You can't believe that game was for real.
To be honest, Secret's lineup wasn't really the most amazing thing that we've seen so far, but we cannot downplay Vega because they did play very well. We had another great performance from G on the Queen of Pain. It actually looked very solid. They had a plan, they executed it, and there were very little flaws there. Obviously, there also, even if there were flaws, we would probably have not been able to pinpoint them that well because Secret couldn't really take advantage of the flaws that were there. But
I mean,
granted, Vega was good.
Yeah, and they got everything that they wanted too.
Yeah.
I mean, you could tell that all the heroes they got, they were super comfortable with, the ones that they wanted to get, and they executed perfectly, very well. So, yeah, I mean...
We're also seeing a lot of teams turn the offlane basically into their safe lane, whether it's with an aggressive duo or a tri-lane up there, obviously with the Shrine placement empowering that lane quite a bit. And so maybe if Secret was expecting the Phoenix to be a good matchup down there against a Terrorblade or whoever else, they ended up not getting that because Vega moved those heroes up top instead. And just difficult all around for them to lane. And the 2-3-4 synergy, the position 2, 3, and 4 synergy that Vega showed reminded me a little bit of almost IG in a sense, where you have one defensive support and you have a big carry, and then you have the other 3 just going around making space and just determining the flow of the game. So well executed from Vega. They drafted well yesterday, I felt, and you know, as Fog mentioned, maybe with some of the support positioning was an issue yesterday, but when you're constantly on the offensive as they were in this game, that didn't really matter.
It worked out great, and with that first game, they kind of won over Twitch chat as well, as this is their prediction.
Whoa!
Right now with Vegas Squadron 70-30.
Come on. Yet again, that's what we call a debate, folks. All right. First game of the season, they gotta look like they could have some serious problems. Get the guys off. You know what I used to do in college, Sheemer? Every
do I wanna
class,
know?
I would purposely fail the first test. Because teachers grade off of how well you improved, not how smart you are. Okay?
So you set the bar low. And
That's
then-
right. Get an F on the first test, and then a second
Wait, but isn't-
mid-quarter test, you're getting Bs. They're like, wow, you've really come a long way. My teaching has really improved you. Same deal with Secret. Get an F on the first game, and then everyone's like, wow, oh my God, these guys are really coming together.
What kind of college was this? I would have
I
enjoyed
don't
something
know.
like that.
Normally you have a right answer and a wrong answer, and you get graded based on that. If
come
you, it's not like instantly the second test that you do. If you choose the wrong answer, they're gonna say, "Oh, you know what? That guy, he's come a long
But
way."
you get to say, like, I was really struggling, but your teaching has improved me so
That's
much.
next level, Slack. You set the
So
bar
you're
low
just-
and then appeal to their ego. That's
Exactly,
well
I mean,
played.
What's that gonna get you?
I commend you.
What's
on
that going to get you?
Yeah.
Good grades, not a lot of knowledge, and that's why I do this. 4.0.
All right. We're back in the draft.
Here we
On the
go.
second game, we are gonna see if there's a bit of a change up. There needs to be a bit of change up. I don't think Team Secret is gonna open with the Wind Ranger again.
I would not.
That would be interesting if they do it.
I mean, if they do it, that's just badass. I'm going to, for sure, vote for them again. They should do the same draft.
So there's the Afterlife bans coming out again from Secret. They banned Legion Commander last time first phase as well, and they're kind of putting Vega to a choice here. Do you ban the tree, which has been a strong hero and Secret and other teams have picked up very early on, or do you ban the Wisp, or Secret get a few more options here with their choice of bans?
And previous game, they also banned out Ricky first phase, and that one is also one of the heroes that's gonna get let through. So we'll see if. We'll see which one Vega Squadron prioritizes as they are taken down in their bonus time.
Oh, yeah.
And it is going to be the Ricky, so they're going
Aye.
to leave 3 and 10. We'll see if that's going to be the first pick, because at this stage, I don't know what they're going to do. Who knows, really? Oh, never mind.
Wait, you did know, Sheeves.
I didn't know.
You called the last two things Ricky and Trian.
Well,
What did
hey,
she
is it? Could
Oh
it be?
my God, the
Is it-
CIS Gambit,
is
Jack.
it?
Hold my hand.
Wait, we cannot send it to the war room yet. We sent it to the war room. They are going to get the credit of saying the CS Gambit. We cannot give it them.
Touch me.
All right, that's slightly disturbing. Let's go check in with the
Yes!
war room.
Hello.
We got it. We got it. We got your Slardars, fresh off the press, straight from the sea.
get wrecked.
We're not having
Oh.
it. We don't have any. We don't do fish today. We
It's
do
okay.
beef.
We
We
had
do
the-
straight beef. We've got the cow online.
We
Get
had
it
the
in.
backup already
Yep.
in hand, pretty much. It was right there.
Oh my God. There we go.
So
Slardars
Spiritbreaker.
out. We're not having any Slardar this game.
Yep.
Well, maybe for secret. They can certainly look to try and pick it up.
I'd hope not.
You'd hope not. The Slardar tree, not a good.
Not the best
It
duo.
can work.
Yeah, not really a big fan.
Yeah. I like the Ember.
So they go
pickup.
for the Ember instead. I think this is like probably mid one's one of his better heroes, one of his best. It's pretty hard to gank with the Spirit Breaker as well. If you're not getting ganked like, from straight up, you can always use your chains. You can slide away. It's very easy to avoid the charge.
Yeah, so it's good. I mean, Secret seems to like to do this, pick up one of their the position 1 or 2 as their second pick. Last time it didn't go too well for them with the joke reveal. And I feel like, again, this time round, picking up, showing the Ember at this stage, there's a lot of ways they can react to it. But I guess you could argue that maybe mid one is a stronger player than MP, so he is going to feel less pressured. Say if they pick heroes to counter him, mid one's going to be like, I'm mid one, I'm 9.3k, whatever the hell he is. He can deal with it a bit better than maybe MP could have in game one.
I think he probably just also wants to play like a hero that he's just very comfortable on. You know, he's just like, okay, this is my Ember
That
Spirit.
could very much be banned out against
Yeah.
him. Yeah, because it's one of his best. Yeah, definitely.
I like the Spirit Breaker though for Vega. You know, you can kind of follow the tree in a way. If you charge him, you get like the vision of him. You always understand where he's moving, and then it's just like the Darkseer Spirit Breaker combination. It's just these teams, at least these CIS teams, really like having this opener kind of thing. You know, either the Slaughter or Spirit Breaker, just setting tempo, pressuring hard.
Yeah, I think it's, as you said, pretty fair start. I do like the start already better from Secret.
Oh yeah, I mean
in
it's not a Wind
comparison with
Ranger
it.
jug, so I
It's
mean-
not Wind Ranger Jug. That's they did something right this time around.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think it's about saying that the whole kind of CIS aggression coming out with the Darkseer Spirit Breaker is going to feel make Vegas Squadron feel very much in their comfort zone, and I'm sure they're going to be riding on a bit of a high after game one.
Oh,
Knocking
definitely.
down Secret like that, you know, this is a team that you don't really know too much what to expect from because it is a different arrangement of players. And taking them down with that much confidence, they're going to be feeling pretty hot.
We've seen Tree Protector banned out so many times first phase. Is he gonna live up to his hype? Because I like the hero. I think it's a good hero, but
He's just so strong. I don't know.
yeah, but is he that strong to be
Oh yeah,
you know, feared every single game?
especially in a game like this against Spirit Breaker, right? He gets an axe.
Shut up, Slacks. No one gets an axe on Tree in these games.
Come on.
This is competitive Dota. This is
yeah,
not our pubs.
Well, how come the last time we saw an Axe on no one builds the Axe
No
anymore?
one builds. You get
No one
like you
builds
get
the
your
Axe.
Solar Crest, you get your Blink Dagger, you get these type of like defensive, and you're
And then
kind
you
of
end
just
the
like
game.
you're this scouter, and then you're this holder. You just keep them unable to break your high ground. You make the game go super late, and that's I think a good pairing with Ember Spirit. This is one of the best heroes. He has incredibly good talents at the later stages of the game. Scales incredibly hard. But you can try to sell your Aghanim's all
I
you
can't
want,
wait till he
Slacks.
gets that axe.
Yeah,
I'm gonna
I hope
mock
so
you
too.
for the entire closing ceremony.
Okay, I hope so.
All right. Disruptor's gonna be picked up here.
Yeah, drop it straight into the safe lane.
The CIS combo.
Yeah, Darkseer Disruptor. We saw Na'Vi pull off some very sweet plays with it yesterday. And, of course, Vega Squadron going to look to do a bit of similar.
They've got the
bit of
Spirit
catch.
Breaker for
Yeah.
the charge vision, for the glimpses as well. They've got the combo, and now they have two different ways of. I mean, you don't really want to static storm somebody to burn off tree armor, but it is a way that you can as well. They have the Darkseer Iron Shell plus the static storm to burn that off really quickly. Gives them some mixed magic damage and team fight on a support hero too, which is lovely.
Let's see what Team Secret pair. They definitely need to pick something that's going to help stop Vega just running at them, diving them. As you mentioned, the living armor already something, but something else is definitely with a bit of control that's going to be able to keep Secret alive in the early phases, make sure that Ember gets the space to get to where he wants to. Rubik, though, got a little bit of catch, a little bit of ways to stop, you know, Spirit Breaker coming through and such.
You know, I was gonna say Crystal Maiden again. I think it pairs super well with the Ember
Yeah,
and the
Sienna's
tree
still
for
in
the
there,
mana.
isn't it?
Rubik
Yeah.
is a hero that we've not really been seeing because the hero is kind of doesn't really contribute too much to yourself. But all right,
Maybe,
The
you know, there's
green
not that
boys?
bad things to steal.
he can stop the charge with
Yeah.
the lift and stuff like that. And I mean, they already have the tree to kind of secure the lanes. And it's one of Yapsor's big heroes, one of his favorite ones. So I would assume that it would be like Puppy on the tree since it's being played in the 5 position a lot since Kiev. And yeah, Yapsor Rubik. So it's one of his staples.
There's the Jug. I like
Jug
this.
being
Big
picked up.
BM from Vega. They say you can make it work. We're going to make it work. So we'll get the Jug out.
It's an Ion Shell carrier as well. It can, I think, still be. It removes Ion Shell or removes the tree armor too. Gives him healing ward for more sustain on top of the Darkseer, who's going to more than likely build a mech. And it can be ran in multiple positions. I think that's the
It
one
could.
thing.
It
It's
could.
not. It's more than likely safe lane, but
I
it
was
can
gonna-
be ran versus the Ember
I
Spirit.
think because of low art dance, it really is one of his comfort cores.
Yeah.
I mean, absolutely, yeah. G can certainly play the Jug, but I'd rather see G on something a little more flashy. You know, like the TAs, the Queen of Pains, both still in the pool.
Yeah.
In
agree.
terms of getting through the Flame Guard and such, I mean, yeah, TA's not going to be. It doesn't feel too optimal. I mean, we could see Queen of Pain come through again, but I don't know. With the Flame Guard, with the Living Armor, it might not be the best choice for G. Secret, though, again, going for these slippery heroes,
Weaver,
both
huh?
a Weaver and an Ember Spirit. So at the moment, really looking at the facts and saying, well, Vega, you've got a Disruptor to catch us. We're going to feel
Maybe-
pretty confident zipping around elsewhere. I
Maybe
think
they
that's going
want
to
to try
be...
to put some. They've ran it on Kezu before, but I'm gonna put in the
I
safe
think
lane
it's
just
going to
more
be
safe.
an MP Weaver.
Yeah, I
They
think more
could
likely.
run an aggressive tri lane if
That's
they
what I'm thinking. Possible.
if they want to put some pressure onto the Jug. I mean, Disruptor fairly squishy in the earlier stages.
You're
And-
assuming that the Spirit Breaker Darkseer is going to go pressuring
Yeah.
you too, so maybe they want to try to alleviate the pressure off of the safe lane a bit,
Yeah.
maybe get Kezu in a better 1v1 kind of matchup and do some type of aggro. I think it's still a little open-ended for both sides.
Do you like what you're seeing, Jack?
Yeah, a lot of flexibility, a lot of ways that they could go. When Secret picked up the Ember Spirit, considering the possibility, because they've run NP with it in the safe lane a few times, that they were kind of leaving that open. And same with the Vega Juggernaut. I mean, if they thought the Ember was going mid, they could send the Jug over there. He has a fairly good matchup, especially with the Spirit Breaker being able to assist. So I like that both teams have kept things very flexible this draft. And Weaver gives it a little bit more away in terms of he will want to find the Juggernaut, I think, wherever the laning matchup goes. So I'm starting to take shape here. I'm very curious what these last 2 picks are going to be.
Am I crazy, or is Weaver just like a suicidal pick against a Spirit Breaker and Disruptor? I mean, aren't those both great heroes against Weaver?
They are pretty
They
good
are.
versus
They're
Weaver.
good.
So
He can at least, I mean, if it is like a safe lane Weaver though, he can keep his distance from the Ion Shell and he can farm a bit safer like that. You're not like a melee hero getting annoyed because of that. I mean, like that kind of thing too. He gives bugs so then at least they get some kind of physical damage aspect because right now their physical is not great at all in Secret.
Sure.
So he
Also,
kind of
with-
adds that.
With the tree there, we've seen this combo with Weaver like from way back in the day. It just allows the Weaver to play extremely aggressively. There's already a hero that when he lanes, one of his strengths is obviously being able to put a lot of pressure on laners, especially melee. So with the tree there, if you're talking about the potential for dives or being able to keep the Juggernaut down, I think that's a pretty good natural partner for the tree.
Sure.
And that's kind of going back to what Fagdas said at the beginning, that the Treant just maybe not so much the hero itself, but it enables so many different things. You have different play styles. He extends the range on all of your heroes. He keeps your towers up. Just maybe even enables picks or situations that other heroes wouldn't have allowed for early in the draft.
All right. Well, I see where you're coming from there. A lot of early game damage could happen, but I feel like they have to win the early game at this point. If they get rolled over at all with this lineup, I mean, there's not a lot of room for forgiveness, really.
A lot of times people are talking about ease of execution for drafts.
Yes.
It just seems like Vega has got such a simple plan. And sometimes
Yep.
it's just, simple is best. It's straightforward. And Team Secrets maybe needs a little bit more work. But maybe the last pick is going to glue everything together.
Very well could.
It could.
I'm hoping for from Vegas Squadron. I'd really like to see G pick up the Magnus this game.
Ooh. The Magnus.
You got to judge. G, he is a bit
Juggernaut.
of a player on the Mag.
Single core Jug though.
Jug
Could
Mag?
be a bit scary. So they go for the Centaur, so that's going to be
That's
Kazu's
for
hero.
Secret. Yeah, we'll get that. I'll get that out for Kaz. Centaur Undersea. There we have it.
So now at least they have some like lockdown as well coming out from Secret.
Straight off lane.
Yeah.
A lot of mobility on the side of Secret as well, and
Yeah.
we saw this kind of wombo combo lineup a couple games earlier. Just have issue with an extremely mobile lineup. You can come from different directions and don't have to have this full frontal formation when you're fighting, and so that could be a problem for Vega if they become too dependent on that or they start to fall behind. So mobility, how much mobility you want to have Secret, I think, has emphasized that a decent amount in recent weeks in the tournaments that we've seen them play. So it could be what they're going for here as well.
Sure. But mobility is great, but I mean, Vega's got Disruptor. I mean, that's his whole deal. You Centaur ult away, he's just going to drag you back. He's got the Rumble Cage. I feel like he's Alina. And there you go. A little bit of more burst damage and a little bit of early game pressure. I think, as we said, if Vega can secure that early game, it's going to look pretty hard for Secret.
More combo for the Darks here as well.
Ooh.
You got to say it, Jack.
I'm still gonna go against what the Oracle said, and I think Secret gets their act together this game.
Said it at the beginning of the day that Secret would win, but I wasn't out. Screw it. Nope. Disruptor is going to be so good this game. He's going to be clutch. Vega takes it.
I'm going with ease of execution for this one, so I'm also going for Vega Squadron.
Ooh.
It is very close, so I think Secret looks a lot better than it did previous game, and I hope that that also reflects in their gameplay. So we're going to find out what's going to happen. It is time for the second game of the series. Back to OD Pixel and Fogged.
Thank you very much indeed. We're now ready for the final game, the final series of the day. Secret up against Vega Squadron. The draft's complete. We just had a chance to catch a glimpse of the final pick G, of course, coming out in the Lina. But Secret, you mentioned yourself in game one you felt from the off their draft wasn't great. Are you a little more confident with their draft this time around?
Looks a lot more normal,
Okay.
you could say. It's definitely
It
a lot
makes
more
more
normal. The
sense.
Rubik is a
Yeah.
little bit weird, but at the same time, I think No Field could actually put a pretty decent spell. He did a pretty decent aspect here, like that magic resistance, that bonus to it. Yapsor is one of his favorite heroes. He has some decent spells now to steal from the Lina, maybe some early roam potential too. We'll see how they decide to actually play this one if they do decide to go for that aggro lane.
Okay. Yeah, we'll see what kind of lanes come out for the two sides as we get ourselves into this game. And then we have Yaps already out straight away to get the ward down, but the same time Shem the Slayer will be over in the neighborhood, so they catch eyes onto each other. Actually dropping the sentry down and getting out without Yapzor realizing. So nice little start for Shoma.
Spamming that Spirit Breaker taunt. That very annoying taunting bull. But yeah, it looks like Puppey up to go for the Orb of Venom build, so maybe he's going to be playing around the top lane. I think maybe they're going to do like a... I'm not too sure yet. Kazu's still saving gold, so he's deciding if he wants it. He has the Iron Talon gold saved. So I think they're trying to scout the lanes and see what's going on right now first before they make any jump moves. But MP is making his way toward that top lane, and it looks like Kazu's starting to make his move toward bottom. So as we kind of expected them, they wanting to go for some type of pressure lane with this Treant Protector just because of how potent he can be in laning phase.
Yeah, I like that as well. I think that's definitely, you know, something that's look at just try and have similar success to what Vega did against them in game one, where Vega were able to run aggressive, really shut down the start of MP's Jug. So we'll see in turn if Secret can do the same this time around against Aloha Dance's Juggernaut.
Yeah, I think that like we were kind of saying too, like you expect the Darkseer and Spirit Breaker kind of to be paired up together, so you want to see them at least try to, you know, force some reaction and stuff. Puppey already going to start punching Aloha, getting them off of the rune.
It's a fair bit of damage. Nice Treant punches. Certainly hurting YapzOr.
Anyway, he's going to
close
get the lift.
the gap.
This is actually a bit scary now for Aloha.
This could just be your first blood. With the
He's
right
dead.
clicks flying through, he's down. First blood going to YapzOr. There'll be a charge onto MP. We'll see if they can punish. But MP with the Shikuchi should be too slippery ready for the two of them to get.
Lane
Yes.
adjustments right away.
Yep.
Aloha's going to go bottom. They buy him a TP, and they're going to send the Darkseer top with the Spirit Breaker and do some kind of defensive tri-lane. So already, Secret coming off much better than the last game, already having a different kind of game plan completely.
I might find a second here. Drag back onto Sonic in the bash. And we're really seeing the power of the Treant here. Puppey just punching like an absolute monster. These right clicks just wrecking early game. What, 91 with the Orb of Venom. It's absolutely, it's just incredibly disruptive. First minute of the game, 2 kills because of that damage.
Instant adjustment again, so Secret sends now Centaur toward the top lane. Weaver gets put in a 1v1 matchup versus the Jug, which is incredibly good for Weaver. You can put a lot of pressure onto the Juggernaut just because he's died once, so he doesn't get the bounty rune, he doesn't get his early PMS.
We'll see if they can make an adjustment again in response.
Mid one doing very well versus G in the first 2 waves. He's actually leading versus Alina, which I think is an extremely difficult matchup actually for the Ember Spirit. Low armor, you're versus one of the highest ranged heroes in the game with 2 ways to burn your Flame Guard right away, so it's definitely a very hard matchup for the Ember Spirit in this mid lane.
Top lane Puppey did get chased down, but don't quite have the control to keep him in place, as he will be able to walk it off. Back to the safety of YapzOr and the tower. With this sort of attention going up on the top lane, we'll see if any sort of rotations come out. Silent, as you mentioned, having to sit bottom. Helping him out against MP. Kinetic Field will not trap him, but the Thunderstrike at the least, forcing MP back. He's got the salve though, so we'll be able to still stick around as both, in fact, salve and up Aloha Dance as well.
Definitely a good adjustment. Looks like Secret's going to be going for their first smoke gank. YapzOr and Puppey getting together for this one. They do use it.
What sort of prize is
I
this?
think they could go for the mid laner here. The
Yeah.
wave's in a pretty good spot right now, so it does seem like that's going to be their option.
If they
Wrapping
get
around.
telekinesis into a bash, it's
Oh, they're
it's
baiting him on
certainly
the
gonna be
rune.
good. There we have it. There's the lead in with the Leech Seed, and G surrounded. They'll get the Light Strike Array onto mid-bomb, but it's not going to keep him alive. YapzOr casually picking
spree.
up a killing spree. Two minutes in. I mean, already this is looking a million times better for Secret.
Yeah, much better game plan coming out for them. Able to read the lanes properly, put the aggressive lane. Getting that first blood, I mean, on the rune is super crucial. This Rubik's going to have Arcane Boots at like the 4-minute mark. That's one way to have Rubik be a good hero. Just have that very early lane dominance.
Yeah, it just feels like YapzOr's much more comfortable on it as well. We saw in game one, it was really hard for him to do anything in that tri lane on the Earthshaker. There's a couple of Fissure blocks, but that was pretty much it in that game. YapzOr didn't get any good Echo Slams off. It was just so hard for him to find the positioning. The Blink Dag ended up coming too late, but already, yeah, on his signature Rubik, having a fantastic start here for Secret.
Charge coming out onto mid one in the mid lane. You're going to have the stun follow-up. Oh, nice slight dodge.
Oh, very nice dodge.
Dire's middle
I mean, with Puppey's presence, he probably wasn't in danger anyway, but at the least just minimalizing the damage done.
Bottom lane MP, he's caught in some trouble.
Yep, the sentry's out and down. The Thunderstrike should find it. Fairy Fire, oh my goodness. 9 HP. He will survive, and look who's there, YapzOr. I think
the
he's
Fable.
going to get the Disruptor. He is. He's a dominating Rubik. The love comes out. 4 kills, 4 minutes in.
MP being chased by Sayoma. Oh, no, he
Oh.
cancels his charge as he puts down the sentry.
MP's like, I would kill me. And then he's like, actually, okay, don't. Maybe could have got himself away there. But at the least he plays it safe. Makes sure that he gets the deny just in case. But yeah, this Rubik going absolutely ham. This is going to be a very rich Yap.
Dying to neutrals early is no fun anymore.
He's
Dead
down for a long time.
Quite a long time.
He's down for a long time.
Again, another nice slight dodge by mid one.
Definitely one of the benefits of having that early point in this matchup.
He's doing incredibly well in this mid lane.
Yeah. Keeping on par pretty much with G.
I mean, this
Well,
guy
keeping
this
exactly
is,
on par, yeah.
Yeah, this is one of his best heroes, as we were mentioning, but this is a extremely hard matchup. I've seen other players just get completely decimated in this and have to just resort to jungle pretty much right after the first two waves or 30 waves.
It's like we said in the draft, right, why they picked it up so early. Mid one, he's probably dealt with the majority of these matchups in his pub games, and he knows how to deal with them. And as you said, definitely for all the aspiring boys and girls out there who want to play a bit of Ember Spirit, definitely worth to go back and watch from his perspective in this laning stage.
Oh, YapzOr gets the kill on the healing ward, plus 75.
Very easy gold.
That's actually the best feeling ever as a support.
He picks up a smoke as well with that. Ready to try and make another rotation. Shoma still trying to make something happen here. Will find the mid lane connection after the Light Strike Ray, but this time they'll get mid one. They won't be able to duke out the Dragon Slave. So they get themselves a kill on the board. Vega Squadron again down bottom, eyeing up MP. But he makes it away quick enough.
Yeah, they're going to have to get wards out pretty soon. Oh, nice. They actually moved the scout. Sayoma getting that one. They've got the chase on. Do they have the lift? They do. YapzOr grabs it perfectly. They should be able to bring him down. G, though, making the rotation in. They have a level 2 Fade Bolt. Do they have the extra right clicks? Mid one as well with the rotation in. Should be able to grab him quite easily.
Oh, look who gets the kill. YapzOr. 5 kills, all go in the way of Rubik. I mean, his team are probably like, come on, mate, let's have some of the gold. But YapzOr is certainly not complaining.
You definitely don't want to get too many kills, though.
You
As a
don't.
support, because like when you die, you give such a big kill bounty.
That's
so
true.
sometimes you can't control who's going to get the kill in those situations, though.
So, really, in Vega's mind, they're going, yes, that's right, Rubik. Keep getting those kills, because I'm going to come for you. I'm going to bring you down and get myself a sweet, sweet bounty. Nice change from mid one. Horseback Shoma the Slayer. CS on the cause at the moment. The mid lane matchup still pretty much dead even between mid one and G. Your safe laners, a slight lead here on Aloha Dance's Juggernaut, but again, very close. And in the off-lane capacity, both getting great farm. Kezu's up there, and so is Afterlife on the dark side. So everyone having a pretty solid start. Obviously the kills favouring Secret, slight edge for them, as they're standing on a 2k at the moment because of those kills and those movements that they're working out just a little bit better. Mid
lane again.
They'll try and go for the chase turn, but again with the Flame Guard out, it's
got
just
the
very
Remnant.
hard for them to get the damage through.
And very efficient. He has the Remnant actually at the hard camp, so while he jumps
Damn.
back, he's able to farm that with his Flame Guard on top. See a lot of players do that actually when they do use their Flame Guard in like laning phase. They put a Remnant back at the hard camp, so you can always use that to accelerate your farm a bit more.
What a smart boy.
Yep,
Up
so they're
top.
making that move toward top. They've got Kezu 6. They've got Puppey in position.
Yeah, they're ready to go it. If they can find an opening, Afterlife will be surrounded. They'll get the bash into the stun. Kezu
Oh,
with
and
the
they get
lockdown
the
in
jump
YapzOr
too.
again coming through. He's found 2.
Oh man.
Secret. They're going to move forward for another if they can. Silent will glimpse back the tree, and there's going to be a reaction from Shoma. Looking for Puppey. Puppey, can he get his way out of this? Yap. Not quite level 6. He'll actually turn. He's going to kill the Disruptor. YapzOr's going to get another kill out of this one. As he takes Disruptor down, he'll steal the Dragon Slave. He can turn around and nuke him down.
He's got a lift
He
too.
throws it straight back, picks up another, drags G in towards the tower with the Fade Bolt, brings him. YapzOr survives. Oh my God, YapzOr. I think Puppey said game 1, he was like, mate, we're kicking you. That Earthshaker was absolute, and YapzOr was like, please, just give me a chance. And this game, I see some of the best players I've seen from YapzOr in quite a while. I mean, even back on Bears, he has some fantastic games, but this game, this Rubik,
That
what's
was that was like perfectly played
Yeah.
by him too. He even tries to go for the cute little smoke dodge there at the end there to try to dodge the arch. He ends up surviving though because the Fade Bolt reduction of damage. Mid lane, mid one, getting a solo kill onto Sayoma.
Oh.
He tries to use a smoke too.
He says, if Yap can do it, I can do it too. Mid one says, no, mate. You ain't getting away with that one.
That was. I mean,
This is-
the way that it happened, you know,
Look,
YapzOr
see it
gets
again
the
here.
lift.
Look at this.
He gets the lift onto the Darkseer after the Centaur stun actually catches the Jug too, so they stun him right afterwards with the lift drop, and then they just nuke and burst him down. That was like the perfect situation for them to happen.
And he's really not. He picks up 6 just on the way out. I wonder what kind of gives him 6. Is it just a stray creep falling? I want to say, as he's still level 5 at the moment. He's on his way back.
The illusion, maybe?
What is it that drops? He's not quite got 6 out. We won't miss it because we've got to go back to the action. But there we have down bottom another kill for Secret. And again, as YapzOr, Puppey, and KheZu team up, take the kill.
12-1. This is a complete swing around from the last game. 6,000 gold lead pre 10 minutes. Uh-oh.
No.
Well, this is, Rubik's a good hero. No, he actually is just doing a very good job being at the right place at the right time. Very impressive stuff coming up from YapzOr and the boys.
Oi, oi, oi. Afterlife. As the Arcane's complete, Mid1 continues to get space in the middle lane. He's nearly about 1,000 ahead of GzLina. Secret looking to play. YapzOr and Puppey towards the mid lane. Still has the Dragon Slave. Level 4, of course. It's a lot of nuke damage. That and the Fade Bolt. It's very scary for some of the even the Lina. Lina's very squishy and susceptible to this. There you go. Telekinesis into the Fade Bolt. Drop her down. Get the bash here with the Nature's Skies and the Dragon Slave. That's going to be G out and Cal. He's out on the sidelines. TP across from Aloha Dancers. Secret will back up.
You can just tell how much, like, oh, MP getting charged up
He's
toward
got
top.
a time lapse, so he should be able to play his way out of this one. As unless he gets chain bashed up, and no, there we have it. Time lapse out. Thinking about even going back in for the Killer's Afterlife to get very low, but it doesn't want to play around too much with these iron shells on both of the heroes. Mid1 going to look for the cutoff, hoping to find Afterlife on the way out, but Afterlife already heads his way straight up to the tree line. YapzOr's come across as well, seeing if they can get a grab. Show him the Slayer, hiding on the sidelines. YapzOr will grab vision of him. Still a bit of time left on the Dragon Slave. Pops it out, bam, with the Fade Bolt. That's another kill for YapzOr. Wicked sick at 10 minutes in. And he's not done yet. Moves across. Show him the Slayer. Lifts him up. Static Storm does end up trapping Mid1. YapzOr has got this. He's got charge stolen. The Fade Bolt will be enough to finish him with the stolen charge. YapzOr comes in, makes sure that they get another one, and it just doesn't stop. Yap. Just having a great 8-0-7 on this Rubik. He is creating a highlight reel for himself in this game.
I'm speechless. It's he's always at the right place at the right time. Everything is literally just going exactly, I mean, better than possible actually for Secret, if that makes any sense.
I can't remember last time. I don't think I've ever seen a Rubik go 8-0-7 at 11 minutes in. I don't know if we can get some stats on. Something to just show how impressive this performance of the Rubik has been. But this
He's gonna have a blink soon. He's 300 gold from a blink dagger already. And that's, I mean, he can disrupt all of the combos when he has a blink dagger.
And he's ready to play again. Straight in onto Shoma the Slayer with Puppey and Mid1. That's another one for the three of them. YapzOr gets himself involved, ready to transition into a mid-tier 1 push. 17-2. A very, very odd series, you know, incredibly lopsided. Game 1, Vega Squadron just running away with it, but Game 2, Secret just absolutely trouncing them.
I mean, this is probably the best Rubik game I've ever seen. It's 12 minutes in. He's ridiculously fun.
He
and
just
another one.
walks in and then there, bam! That's another.
Every rotation.
Iron Shell
every
as
single
well.
rotation has worked.
Yeah.
You can just tell though. You can see how much more comfortable they are with this type of draft. To be honest, like their smoke rotations as well. They were like, okay, 5-minute mark. We see the mid lane being pushed out a bit.
Oh.
Mid one probably makes the call. Oh, Puppey. Looks like he's
Yeah,
probably
it
gonna be in some
should be a
trouble here.
freebie here. They've got the lockdown onto him. Actually gonna miss the light strike. And that whiff, it won't cost them the kill. They'll bring him back with a glimpse into the Static Storm and make sure that they do clean him up. A
He throws the
Laguna Blade.
Laguna.
Yeah, he is mad. He's angry. Top line, MP and Mid1. Will they get him? They will. Not a chance to TP out. Very close, but the last swipe comes through from Mid1. Had that DD. If he didn't have that DD, wouldn't have got the kill. But that last few seconds of the double damage, securing it for Mid1. Bottom lane, yeah, YapzOr. 13-minute Blink Dagger. Iron Shell stolen as well, so he can continue to push the lanes and keep the farm going on this Rubik. Top lane, Secret, MP will clear up a tier 1.
Yeah, they've got Blink Rubik. Centaur's gonna have Blink as well already. He's got a Hood. And this is these type of Blink daggers are perfect versus the type of lineup that Vega has. Like, they can always be able to counter-initiate in a way. Like, if they do get like a vacuum combo and he has vision of the Darkseer, or if he has vision of the Lina or the Disruptor, he can really mess with their type of combo synergy, just getting a lift or even a stun from KheZu. I mean, this is just perfect movements by Secret this game. And Vega just not able to respond in time.
They have to be so careful about throwing anything else the way of Secret, as their lead is pretty terrifying.
11,000 at 14. Wow.
I'm a little disappointed Yap didn't take the plus 60 damage. I'll be honest. In a game like this, I would have liked to see it, but he sticks with the old habits, gets to 60 GPM.
He's just using spells to do damage
It's
anyway.
true, yeah. He's not right-clicking anyone, I guess. And he's certainly not sitting in lanes to get CS. Yeah, I guess at the end of the day, yeah, the 60 GPM is still makes sense.
Are they going to get him here?
That's a big kill if they do. There's the setup into the Static Storm, and they keep him alive. They can't. Laguna Blade comes out. That's a lot of money for G as he cleans up the streak, but he will go down. They'll punish him. Secret aren't happy that YapzOr died. They're ready to find blood in return. The chase down onto Silent will be there with the chains and the Flame Guard ticketing down. Mid one picks up a double kill. So they lose Yap. Fair bit of chunk of money going towards G.
Top lane.
But instant response from Secret. And Lower Dance will stick around for the Blade Fury, but with the Overgrowth holding him in position, Secret find him as well.
Mid lane too. They get the kill onto Seoma. It's just, they're hemorrhaging kills everywhere.
Yeah, ends up being a 4-for-1 trade effectively across the map. And
Most
there we go.
Rubik kills.
So most Rubik kills are 12 minutes in on the 7 patch and beyond. And YapzOr indeed up there, first place with 7 kills. Quite a few actually there on 6, which is quite interesting. I saw Saxa being one of the big names that was mentioned. But yeah, Yap having a great start. 8-1-10. The KDA of a core, and well, not, I mean, if you're a core, even if you're a core at 15 minutes and you have 8-1 and 10, you're doing pretty insane. That is quite some activity that he's managed to make happen across the map.
Yeah, it's just, now it's just Vega completely on the back foot. I'm just like trying to look at this whole time, trying to see what they could do to really respond, but in the way that Secret got all their they got all their core items already pre 20 minutes. It's like they've got all their Blink daggers ready. They've got pretty much everything they need. Mid lane though, MP, this could be where he gets brought down.
They'll put the Stampede. There's the jump in. Immediately looking in response to go for Afterlife, burning him down low with the triple remnants, but they've lost to Weaver. Healing Ward will be popped down, and now they're on the retreat. The Who Stomp into the double edge, catches out the Juggernaut, holding back the Nether Strike. He'll get the chance to Omni Slash, but they've already lost 2. The chase down's there with the Remnant forward from mid 1. Will be glimpsed back. Can he get the right click through? No, KheZu will. Jumps in, gets the slap from the axe down. And YapzOr, he wants to find more. The drag back into the stolen Blade Fury. A Secret pick up a 4th. 27-5. Tier 2 now being pressured in the middle lane.
Vegas is too far behind. If they have to expend literally everything to bring down this Weaver, because he gets like the living armor. Even though it's under the Disruptor ultimate, he already builds a Dragon Lance. He went for very early stat items. He's quite tanky, and they can just turn it around with everybody else who is pretty much full HP.
Here comes the charge. Vega wanting to fight straight away off the back of this. Telekinesis from YapzOr to hold the charge back. KheZu has been left behind though. Living armor is actually going to be enough to keep him alive. No, with the vacuum trap back, he falls down low. Tries to get himself up to the high ground, but the right clicks from G too much. YapzOr, drag back here, does get the blink off just in time. Can he play his way out of this? He's got the Blade Fury. He should be fine. He heads up to the high ground. The bash is it going to be enough? Turns around, telekinesis onto the 3-man stunner with the stolen charge. YapzOr's out of there.
And now Puppey.
Yeah, this is set up for Secret to turn back in. Mid 1 finds the Spirit Breaker. Puppey surviving on very low health as he gets himself away into the cover of the Nature's Skies.
They're re-engaging.
Yeah, mid 1 just jumps straight in on the back lines. MP's coming around with the rotation. The Static Storm is there, though, to trap mid 1 for this play. YapzOr comes in with the telekinesis, holds back a low hard dance, but the healing ward's out. MP falls low. Time that's off just in time. So now we're seeing Secret chasing. Oh, the stolen vacuum there from YapzOr, grabbing 3. And that's setting up for more plays for Secret to continue as they force a low hard dance and Afterlife back. Charges there onto Puppey with the ult, bring them down low, but the Fade Bolt, the telekinesis from Yap, holding the Spirit Breaker back. Puppey survives, and they'll just turn and beat into the Spirit Breaker. Jump forward from YapzOr. He's pummeling into more. He's a little low on the mana, But again, just these sweet little plays, keeping his team alive and allowing them to turn around each and every time. 30-7. I mean, 19 minutes to have that much kill. It's pretty crazy, the pace of this game.
30 kills. That
30
fight
kills.
looked like it went on for like 2 minutes almost. I'm just chasing. That was from the tier 2. They chased all the way to the tier 2 with one of the fights. Then they got chased out of their tier 2. Then mid 1 Remnants back in. Tries to get in the back line. Actually ends up paying with his life because just of a little bit too much aggressiveness.
Oh, G. As you got the burst for this, it's hard to hit that timing.
It's got to be frame perfect.
Yeah, it really does. Remnant, instant cast.
Mid 1's going to be going for that Yule Scepter. Very good versus the Disruptor. Always be able to throw yourself up in the air when you're caught inside that.
And they're going to go into Roche. MP has the DD.
I mean, this is just run at you, Dota, honestly.
Yeah.
Like, Secret's just running at them a bit better and having that big advantage in the laning phase is just proving to be great.
There's the charge. I wanted to start to kick things off. Shermak closing in close to the pit. Dust is out. YapzOr leading in there first. With this, again, the stolen vacuum drags 2 of them back. Afterlife falling low. Now Vacuum's MP up in return. The Dragon Slave flies through G, being bursted down here as he will be the first casualty. They do lose mid 1 though as well on the side of Secret. YapzOr, Telekinesis Fate Bolt flies through as they pick up a third. Fourth as now YapzOr jumping forward again with the stolen Dragon Slave. Ripping Vega apart. Another team fight where Vega are struggling to come out on top.
They use everything on mid 1 again. He does die, but everybody else on the side of Secret, very healthy. That pipe pickup by KheZu was really good there. Actually was a huge factor in them not really getting bursted down by everything. They did drop a little bit low at some point, but yeah, throwing in the no field on top of pipe.
Dire's top tower.
And Maelstrom going to be the pickup here for MP this game. Not going to see smoke out on the Disruptor. We'll see if Vega Squadron can go for some sort of play to catch MP and the boys on Secret out, but MP with the Aegis in his hands. It's going to be a tricky one to catch. Eyes onto G. On his own on this top lane, the wraparound's there from MP, and G in a lot of trouble with MP and mid 1 in the neighborhood. It's going to be a dead leaner. No way that G gets himself out of that one. Mid 1 just jumps straight forward with the Remnant Burst. Takes him down. Puppey, eyes onto Silent. Silent heads up to the high ground. They've got a sentry, but they see him a little too late. MP just turns up with the Maelstrom procs.
Solar
Picks up
Crest.
another.
Solar Crest plus Maelstrom. Lots of damage already coming out. Everybody on the side of Secret just has such an incredible gold advantage over the side of Vega. I mean, it's 15,000 gold lead. It's just showing the dominance.
Now Puppey, eyes onto Afterlife. YapzOr there as well. Dragon Slave and Fate Bolt bring him down to half health. Look at the stun with the punch there. And KheZu to make sure that they've got the control. Stampede's in with the double edge, burst down the Darkseer. Bottom lane, mid 1. Solo kills the Spirit Breaker. Shown with the Slayer caught out on his own.
Vega just can't keep up with this pace. Like, they want to be able to get their wombo combo kind of team fight things, but every time that they're showing the map, it's literally like Secret just running 2 heroes at them or 3 different heroes running at them. It's just way too difficult for them to actually get into a good position to fight. It's just, yeah, Secret's just completely running at them. It's 38-8, Owen.
This
is...
At 22 minutes, I mean, sometimes we do see kill scores like this, but at this stage of the game, I can't remember last time you see this sort of chaos happening in 22 minutes of gameplay.
I mean, Rubik's part of 30 kills at 22 minutes. That's like, that's something else.
12-1-18. What? Just, yeah, this is
Wow.
pretty crazy. Very rare we see games like this come out. Especially, again, after game 1, where Vega looked really good. But this game absolutely turned on his head. Secret just playing a step ahead. YapzOr, again, lead in onto the Juggernaut with the Telekinesis. Stolen Blade Fury as he comes forward. The Omni Slash will come out just in time. There he is, helicoptering about as he's fueled up. Charge from Show with the Slayer. They'll turn around there with a bash from Puppey. Double kill for YapzOr. Sleight of Fist from mid 1 as they jump into the base, looking to force Afterlife right back. They'll Stampede, looking for the chase down. Change, and it's a nice 4-man vacuum, but there's no follow-up. You got to tap out at that point as GG is called. Secret, with the debut that I'm sure that they hoped for, they'll kind of write off that game 1. They'll say, this is us. This is the YapzOr Secret. And I think you're going to feel feeling pretty good if you want to say, let's just build the team around Yap. So let's just draft around him. I mean, what was he end up on that score? Was it 14, 119?
He was. I
have a
quickly
look.
closed it. I wanted to see his damage done.
It's the same pretty much as mid 1 and MP. Well, he was 13.5k. The two cores were 14.5k. So pretty much the same damage done. And very close to similar GP. As you said, the highest involvement across it, 14, 119. Well, that... I
guess
think,
the
I think
lanes-
you're happy with Yap, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah, you're happy with picking up Yap now.
The lanes went incredibly well. I mean, they get kills all over the place.
Yeah.
Like every single rotation worked pretty much perfectly for Secret. Mid one maybe a little bit of some over aggressive plays, but I mean he ended up paying with his life, but he gets his team a bunch of kills. I mean, this was that was a good showing.
Now, let's get the panel in. I mean, you guys, you must have enjoyed that one. I know Slacks, you're a big fan of the Yap, and he had a pretty incredible time there. 41-19.
The hottest four
Oh,
there's
yes.
ever been.
Boy,
The Yappy is back, baby.
it was just Yapsor show the whole game.
What a god.
He just took the team on his back and he was like, let's go.
with a Rubik. With a Rubik, no less. Homie
I mean,
went ham.
All his rotations worked. What can you say? Like every single rotation worked. Their aggressive tri lane completely crushed them. Like mid one did great in the mid matchup too, even though he did get a gank early on. But yeah, they just ran them over.
There's, like literally nothing to
Yeah.
say. It looked like a 9K player playing a 3K pub. Homie was going ballistic in that
Indeed.
game.
Thank
Oh.
you guys for that cast.
Thank you.
You can
we'll
continue
see
looking
you
at that stat screen to be baffled a bit more.
Look at his damage. 14,000 on a Rubik. It was like 20 minutes
Thank you. Jack.
So Yapzor obviously was tremendous there. Put on a show. Can't be overstated.
You've got one of the most intense cowlicks I've ever seen right now. I'm a friend. I need
Oh.
you to take a look.
Okay, I'm leaving that up there. I don't know
That
how
is
that got there.
badass. That's
but,
the old. That's the old style alfalfa. I'm into it, dude.
All right, I'm keeping that one. But as much attention and praise as there will be for Yapzor, well deserved. You could see the impact of the tree from the very start of the game. When they went behind that tower, tree obviously hitting for 91 at the very beginning. When you put an Uv on him, it used to be so when PPD used to play this hero, get these surprise first bloods, you come out with the leech seed first. But now with the change to his first ability, you can come out, stun someone, and with the Uv, basically hunt them down very early on. And so you didn't see this maybe as much during Kiev, or occasionally you did, for example, with Jerax, or how some teams played him. But the tree can actually make some of your lanes borderline unlaneable. Not in just being able to protect Weaver and all those kills behind the towers that we saw, but just because you can't stand against him there and trade hits with him. And so you saw that from the very beginning, just basically owning that top lane when they went with those first rotations to kill onto first the Juggernaut and then the Disruptor. And then your lanes, like, where do you go? Wherever you run, he can come by as well. He's a threat to snipe your courier. He's a threat to wrap around basically as an invis hero, the same thing that a Riki or Monkey King would do, and gank, say, your mid as well, which we saw too. So, as you know, hats off to Yapzor. Obviously put on a show when he was able to, but I think the tree really just broke this game open for them. They weren't prepared for it with the draft.
So you're saying the tree was the enabler for Yappy Hat 4 to shine?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, we have a chance to talk to Yappy Hat 4. Not yet. Oh, soon. We
Soon,
are.
though.
I forgot. We are waiting for the phone to ring. The phone's gonna ring very soon.
Well, Shiver, you were saying that, like, why has this hero been banned every single time?
Yeah.
And then this was the one time they got it and they instantly snagged it up. I mean, now we know the impact that Tree and Protector can have. Just the chase down power. It
Yeah.
was unbelievable.
It was crazy. We actually have before we go into any.
Oh.
We're going to the drawing board because, well, actually, it is a drawing board, but this is just us drooling over an insane Rubik play. This was 8 minutes into the game, almost 7.5. Close enough.
There's that stun that we were talking about.
We just
the insta-lift.
we focus on this guy,
Okay, sure.
and we're slowing it down. He's alive, and obviously right now they're just chasing. This is all going great. This is going great, but this is not. You know, this is a casual Rubik. He's now in thinking, oh, I'm a little bit too far. I'll go a little bit closer because it's a tricky position to be in because there's people chasing him down.
Yep.
He's stuck in the kinetic field. He's stuck.
Is he
Where is he
stuck?
going? Where is he going? He's in a tricky position. He steals the Dragon Slave. He can turn it around. He might be giving his life for it, but maybe he won't. He lifts it, gets another Dragon Slave.
Fantastic.
Lina dies, and then he smokes it on time so he doesn't get hit. It was amazing.
The plays.
The plays.
The plays, even plays that were even tried to be replicated that could not be.
could that be?
The only thing I wanted to draw on that drawing board was maybe put a red circle around Vega because it felt that they were a bit tilted already
Yeah.
at
Yeah.
that point. It kind of felt like lanes had been going disastrously for them. They already used like those spells with the Darkseer as well at the start of that fight, and then they just come in and chase afterwards and try desperately to clean things up on a 4 position Rubik, no less. A pretty desperate situation already.
Yeah, and
So-
they wanted to be aggressive with that Spirit Breaker. That's why they picked it. And then, it's frustrating if you can't get done what you feel your lineup needs to do.
I mean, in no better terms, I mean, that Spirit Breaker got castrated. I mean, he just could not go and do what he was supposed to be.
All right.
Well, I'm saying, he just did not have the gusto that he needed.
Well, you
Rubik
can just
stole
say
him.
it. If he's castrated, he doesn't just not have the castrate. He also doesn't have the balls.
He was taken away. Rubik stole more than his spells. He stole his thunder, Jack. Stole that man's balls.
Well, if we want to talk about the Spirit Breaker, he did have the balls to charge mid one by himself mid, and that ended up being a solo kill for mid. So some of these kind of like maybe tilty plays, every time he charged mid one was able to get off the chains before he was actually hit by the charge. Except maybe once or twice when he'd been stunned first by the Lina. So just in terms of mechanical skill and execution mid one, being able to dodge light strike rays, being able to not get stunned by the Spirit Breaker and turn and kill him. I mean, just very precise and crisp showing from them all across the board. And we can see what made Secret so successful in the last few months.
Sure.
Yeah. So you're saying that Spirit Breaker didn't have the balls. They just were in the
Okay.
wrong place.
Sometimes balls are not enough.
Cheever, do you believe me now? You get an F on your first exam, and then you get an A+ on the next one. I'm telling you,
I guess so.
that is exactly what happened. Super cold.
Ooh, you know what happened as well?
What?
The first time ODPixel was
Oh,
wrong.
the Oracle falls.
The Oracle falls.
I mean, who could predict that, though? Come on. I would say
True.
that was a bit of a false promise coming out there.
All right, all right.
Uh,
Close enough.
I can't chain purifying flames into that.
Yeah, that was a good try, though. I saw you thinking about it. You could have done Fortune's End, but, what can you do?
Yeah.
Anyway.
there's, at some point you just gotta quit.
Thank you, Cheever.
Quit that.
I'm working on it.
You guys, we're soon still gonna talk to Yapsar, don't you worry. But this was the first week at Dream League.
It was.
Yeah.
Oh.
What?
Do you want to...
I want you to talk
You
about
going
it.
somewhere with
that's
that?
that's
I
where
mean-
I want to go with
I,
that.
I thought the lights were going to turn off there and we were
What?
going to enter red alert mode.
No, we already did that.
Okay.
We do not know what the red buttons may bring, but what we do know is that they happen only once a show,
Yeah. Or so
So-
they think.
or so we think.
There's one thing I learned about Dream League is never feel ever at ease. Anything could happen. You could see a rabbit hang himself one season and then he comes back with some Katy Perry for you the next. You never know, Jack. And you're still going to be with us.
Those do sound like words that would only be said in Dream League style, so
Only a Dream League situation. Ooh.
Ugh.
But when are we coming back? Monday?
Monday.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Dang.
You know what we're gonna see Monday?
What's that?
Navi Secret.
Navi Secret.
Yep.
Oh, boy.
That should be
Whoa.
hype.
Yellow and black. The Bumblebee match.
Yeah.
It's going to be hype.
former
Also-
friends and teammates and champions torn
Former
apart.
friends? That's a little hard. Former friends.
They're no longer friends.
You
And
betrayed me.
also Alliance versus Vega. So that's gonna be another new team added to the
oh,
mix.
Alliance is
Alliance?
back?
Alliance is back.
Fantastic. Can't
Yeah.
wait to see how they're doing right now, too.
Right. We haven't seen them in a very long time, so I'm expecting some big things because they have been practicing a lot, I think.
I can't wait for the Alliance versus Navi. Get that Pie Cat. Oh, you can feel the strings being pulled for that poor boy.
the original El Clasico.
The original? Oh, right. I wasn't even thinking about that. I was just thinking about Pie Cat's emotions.
Oh yeah, not the TI3 Grand Finals.
No,
or
I
anything.
No,
Excellent.
yeah. That's not the
Alright,
first thing
that's
that comes to
Although,
mind.
different teams now.
That's been
The
done
same
so many
alliance.
Still,
times.
those
Yeah.
names just still mean a lot.
I'm over that. I'm just looking for emotional damage from Pie Cat. That's the only reason I'm in this game.
And
Tilt my enemies and see pro players be ripped apart emotionally.
What's been really interesting so far, I think, this first week, you're seeing kind of these rock, paper, scissors relationships sometimes between the different lineups that they have. Do you go full mobility? Do you emphasize more team fight? Do you go with big core? What beats what? And I feel like the teams may be tinkering a little bit as well with this format. Obviously, it's not like best of threes. It's certainly not single elimination or anything like that. Maybe you can find your niche a little bit, or just experiment with different strategies against different teams. So we've seen the same team run a lot of different kind of lineups and philosophies. So that's been a lot of fun, and hopefully we get a lot more hero variety out of that as well. I think only Secret, for the most part, has really tread beyond what is expected in their picks.
Yeah.
So,
I mean, that game 1 definitely was what was beyond
They
expected.
treaded-
but
they
they're used to
treaded
doing
far.
that. They've found success doing
They
that
do
as
that a
well.
lot.
It's true, it's true.
Yeah, they're pretty much our European wings. Well, now that wings are gone, so they're the only wings. But no offense. Wings.
But they are, yes. When they fail a lineup, you know, we can say and laugh all we want, saying, okay, that lineup was just horrible. But when they win with something like that, then they're amazing. So it's it's hit and miss. And you gotta try and find out. You can't do that all the way in scrims because, well, you don't want to reveal that in scrims, or you don't feel like you'd be taken seriously. The real practice is not practice.
Yeah,
It's
and
officials.
The confidence factor, and this is something I'd love to talk to a player about. The confidence factor for if you're an established team or a very experienced captain is very different, right? If you feel like, we can afford to take some losses here. I'm not going to question the integrity of the team or what my own thoughts are. I'm just going to try to figure out whether this works here. But for another team that's maybe looking to prove themselves or on the up and up, a loss like that or a situation like that could be very more damaging to them internally. And I think, Vega maybe showed some signs. Maybe we've seen some tilt from them in some of these games, and they have been on the rise lately. But who knows?
Hey!
Oh,
Our long-awaited phone call so that we can talk to Yappy Hot 4. Hello.
Hello? Hello?
Hello.
hello.
Sir.
Am I still being called that?
Well, here.
Definitely after that game, yes. You don't
Cool.
like it?
Nah, it's fine.
He hates it. All right, we'll move on.
What?
No,
All right,
no.
all right. Yep, sir. That second game was amazing. Okay? But that first game kind of wasn't. Can you talk to
Yeah.
us about that?
So basically what happened was that our scrim partners kinda cancelled, so we needed a warm-up.
Okay.
Got him. I told you,
Yep.
Sheever.
Yeah, you did. I mean, the warm-up worked out pretty well.
All right. So let's get this out of the way. That's pretty much the dream game for any support. Supports look at you and they say, "That's oh God, one day it could be me." How do you feel in a game when you are just dominating like that? Describe what it feels like to be. Just know that anyone is afraid of you as a position 4 Rubik.
I mean, I kind of forgot that I was playing an official that game. Kinda got out of hand.
Things
But,
on
Yeah. But it was fun. Like, really fun.
Good to hear. Any particular reason why you snowballed so incredibly that game that you can pinpoint, or were you just in the mood, man?
I think, like, we kind of, like, got in shape after game 1, and we got into the right mentality of what actually went wrong in game 1. So we just figured that out, went into game 2 with a fresh state of mind, and just played.
All right. Simple enough.
Well, speaking of kind of maybe pub mentality, my question for you is, if at some point you're having like an incredible game or something that's unusual for the hero or position, would your teammates ever be like, or would you think to yourself like, man, I've got to save my nuke to up the, maybe set some records here with the kill count, anything like that? Does that ever go through, or do your teammates encourage you maybe, like, hey, let's see what we can get this Rubik this game, anything like that?
To be honest, I didn't even notice my kill score until MP pointed it out when we finished, so I don't think we ever thought of it.
That's what we call the blood rage, the bloodlust. He's so enthralled with murder, he doesn't even know what's happening around him. Right, my friend?
Yeah, we were just going for kills over and over, like we stopped thinking.
All right.
Enthralled with murder. I like that.
Yeah,
You should just
okay.
say you're enthralled with murder. Yeah,
All right, I got one more before we let you go. I have to ask the standard one for any new person on a team. How's the synergy? How you liking it so far? Are they treating you right over there, buddy?
Yeah, they're treating me all right. I'm actually really enjoying it, and I love the approach, how they came to me. Like, they wanted me like as their plan A, if you know what I mean. And
Yeah.
there was like no plan B, so it actually boosts my confidence a lot, and it feels really good.
Great to hear. huh?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Showed.
Well, after
Confidence
that-
wins games, right?
Yeah, I think
Yeah,
they
of
made the
course.
right plan A there after
Yeah.
that game, my friend.
Definitely. Hey, Yepsor, I hope we get to talk to you a lot more during the season. This was only your first match, and you're going to kick things off on Monday as well against Navi. So hopefully till the end of that series. Right?
Yeah, hopefully not me, but I do hope we win.
It's not that bad to talk to us. Come on.
It's not really you, but yeah.
Okay, well, that's harsh.
No, it's fine.
That's
it's
harsh.
lax. That's okay. I'll accept that.
Jack, treat our guests better. It's not you, it's me.
You're the one talking about being enthralled with murder. Perhaps.
Jack writes
All
all the
right.
questions.
Yepsor, we're going to let you go. Thank you so much for taking the time to talk to us, and have a great weekend.
Thank you. Thank you, Irving.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.
Take care.
And that, of course, was Yepsor from Team Secret, who are now 1-1 on the scoreboard. We can take a look at that scoreboard as we are done for the first week of Dream League Season 7. We've had only 4 series so far, so the scoreboard is still a little bit empty, but it will give you an idea about how things are going to look a bit more. Teams are going to play matches. So on Monday, we add Alliance to the mix as a team that hasn't played yet. We're starting at the same time, 1800. CEST. We're in summertime. Yes? Yeah, we are. ECEST. There you go. And that's it for us for now. Any final words, gentlemen?
I thought we were friends being the App Store. That hurt. That hurt, Daddy. That's it for me. Thanks for watching for the week.
Jack?
It's been a good day. That's all I've got. Thanks for having me, and yeah, looking forward to some more Dota.
All right. See you guys next Monday for more Dream League.
Enjoy your weekend. Bye.
Bye.
Double down.
Battle Cup.
Don't double down.
Double down.